Yeah, alright, boom. Here for the first ever episode of The Mixdown. This is going to be a series where we shine a light on grime and grime producers, grime artists, and we talk about a few other little things as well, but today we're going to get into it with the man himself, Sir Pixalot, winner of Beatboss. What was it, Beatboss what?
He was the third one.
Was it Beatboss 3?
Yeah, Beatboss 3.
Alright, cool. Large up all the Beatboss winners, yeah? But yeah. Alright, so that was Beatboss 3. So let's go. What's happening, Pixie?
Yeah, man. What's poppin', you alright?
Yeah, good. Just for the people, for those who don't know anything about you, where you from, bruv?
From Brixton. I was like born in like Camberwell, King's College Hospital. Grew up in Loughborough Junction for a little bit. Went down the road, Brixton. Yeah, still living in Brixton now as well. So.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, large up the Brixton crew still. Alright, cool. So, like, what made you get into making music?
Well, music in general?
Yeah. Like, where did your musical journey start?
I'll say probably it starts with my dad. He's a guitarist. There's always like guitars lying around the house. I might just go over and just like twang a string or something, and you'd always have music playing in the house, stuff like that. Also my sister as well, she was into like the heavy metal stuff. Yeah. She got me into that. So yeah, family pretty much started from a very young age.
Yeah, because I know about you on this heavy metal thing as well, because you don't just do grime, you do heavy metal as well, innit?
Yeah. Well, it's like the genre we call it, UK hardcore. It's a bit like a bit of metal, punk, stuff like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, been in that for a while. So it's like bands like this as well, into the same kind of music. 9 Bar, my boys as well, they're cool.
Yeah?
Just, yeah, man.
Large up 9 Bar still, I like that name still, Large up 9 Bar. Yeah, I get with that still. Yeah, so what was that? Was you into the hardcore rock before you was doing the grime?
Yeah, definitely, because where I went to Stockwell Park School, innit, like obviously when I was there, that was when like grime was like first coming to a head. You know, you'd hear the little tunes, like someone might be like in the hall or something, they play pipe on the piano, run up or something, or I knew about it, but at the time I was like that tunnel vision with the metal. I weren't really like into it like that.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Snobby, yeah.
Do you know what it was? When I was younger, I was a bit more. Do you know what I mean? If something weren't metal, I would maybe look down at it or whatever. But then when I got older, and I just realised that there's good in all music.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
You know, when you're a teenager and you get like in your little thing.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Because like, I can relate to that, but I'm not even gonna go into my story. I was gonna say something there, but I'm not even going into it. Cool. Not even going into it. But like, I was into different stuff as well, innit? So I hear that. All right, so so grime. So when did you start doing grime? Like, when did you flip out? When did you have that epiphany to say, "Rah, this is that shit"?
Well, it was a friend of mine I was living with, and just passed me all these sets like Sludem, New Generals, Meridian, stuff like that, all the old Rinse sets and stuff like that. I just go through them, was listening to the beats, and I was thinking like, it's got the same kind of hard beats, a bit like metal and stuff like that. It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. Just started listening to it. As well with the spitters as well. They'll talk like how, like when I was at school, do you know what I mean? Like the slang and stuff like that, so you could relate to certain things that certain people might not understand because of what, you know what I mean? So that was cool. But for me, the beats mainly was what attracted me to it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. So what year would you say you started doing grime?
Making beats?
Making beats, yeah.
I think it was like 2010 maybe. I don't think I put out my first thing like out there on the internet till maybe 2011.
2010, yeah.
What program did you start on?
Reason. So I started out on Reason 4.
Yeah.
I've only just progressed to Reason 5. Like, obviously I've been using that for a while, but I think I'm gonna start upgrading the things.
Have you actually tried to use another software like Fruity or Logic?
Do you know what it is? It's funny because I actually, before I downloaded Reason, I downloaded Fruity first.
Fruity,
and I can make the beats, I can make the drum beats, but I was like, I couldn't figure out how to get the keyboard, so I just dashed it. I don't know why. Like,
it was easy.
I thought you used Fruity.
Nah.
Like I thought, you see, because you've done a remix for me, and I thought you used Fruity. Like I thought you used Fruity, like, you know, like as a beats man, Like, you know, sometimes you hear the way a rhythm's formatted and you can kind of like map it to a certain program.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you hear like a Reason beat, sometimes unless they're like doing a madness to it. Or
like unless you're a lunatic like Jams, yeah. like you don't.
Yeah, he's a Reason guy.
Yeah, he's a Reason champion,
Jam,
isn't it? Like large up Jams still. But yeah, definitely like you can hear certain times. But yeah, okay, so you started on Reason and what you go Reason all the way through?
Do you know what it is? It's my comfort zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I've done when I've done collabs, I've used like Machine. I think I did a beat of Fruity as well. But it is for me. It's still because I'm so like I should take the time out and just study something more. I'm a bit lazy. Do you know what I mean? So
I hear that.
If it works for you and the bangers get made and what you use,
it's true.
Well, it does work for him. We know it works for him already, innit? Because he's a winner, innit? He's a winner, so you know it works for him. But at the same time, I can say still, I do understand that because, like, bro, I still use Fruity, and people say, how come you ain't involved on Fruity? But like, bro, it's my comfort zone, man.
Like, hold on, what? You make tunes?
Yeah, I make tunes. I make tunes.
I was just thinking that as well.
No one's planning to tell, man. No,
I make tunes, but.
So you're planning to drop it on the thing?
I won't tell a lie. I make tunes. I won't tell a lie. It take me about 2 years to get ready for a beatbox, though, innit? Seriously, like I'm not like Niki with it. I can't. It takes me time to make a rhythm. Still, it takes me time. But yeah, all right, cool. So touching on Beatboss. Yeah. How was your experience of Beatboss then? What was it like?
What the one I won?
The one you won, yeah. Because I know how many Beatbosses you've been involved in.
I was in the first one and the third one.
Yeah.
And that's Festival.
Yeah, and then
that's where I bungee.
No evidence. There's no evidence on that.
Large up the production crew still. Yeah, because we can hear you still.
You got the Nas Festival.
All right, hang on. Let's get some order in there because there's corn flying all over the place, like marrow, everything. Yeah. All right, boom. Boom. All right. Can we just address what's going on here? Yeah. So, all right, boom. So, basically, I was there to witness this at Nas Festival in 2016. I think it was 2016. J Beatz.
It was the rematch.
Sir Pixalot.
It was the rematch, wasn't it?
No.
Ward. Yeah. And they ward live. Yeah.
In
a festival. Yeah. When I tell you it was a jump off. I was in the crowd living that life. Yeah, so
we was doing mic life, you get me?
So they was talking all sorts of crud. Like J Beatz was like in his rude mood. And
obviously big up the Ciroc, he got me juiced
it was one of them ones.
Ready. But still love though, man. Just love to give.
What happened? So like
what happened? We clashed and it was a good clash though. Like, it was actually sick, like man was the guy on top.
What round was that? Was that a round thing or was it just the one clash that you guys had?
We had 3 rounds, innit? I can't remember if he won one or but I know I won, innit?
Okay, what was it? Was it an elimination thing or was it just the one clash?
It was the crowd, innit? They decided.
Yeah.
No, when I say was it elimination thing, like was it? Did you move to another level after? Was there another clash after?
No.
Just one clash.
3 rounds, and I said.
I think there was 3 clashes, and it was just.
Okay.
There was Spooky versus Dubster as well.
Okay. Didn't you clash Louis B?
No, Louis B and Skinsman.
Louis B clash Skinsman, that's right.
Yeah,
that's
Louis
right.
B banned him as well, but the footage got shanked, so you don't know.
Yeah.
I can let you know.
Yeah.
Guys were there, innit? We got those who were there though. We got Sir Hiss, he was there.
Large up the Shaggery crew still.
Yeah.
You know who you are. You know who you are. Technicals and that. You get me? Like it happens in the dunya, you get me?
Yeah.
Like I got one of them same things happen to me at Grime Originals. I must have let off a splash. And like the beginning of that set wasn't there, innit? So it was just that, innit? But it happens. It's part of the game, innit? Technicals. Yeah, large up Sharky Major every time.
But big up Sicker Studios though, the Nas crew. That was actually sick.
Yeah, big up Sicker Studios because that was sick. That was sick. That
there was like, yo, we need to do some more shit with the crowd, and they decide who's the clotters. You get me?
No, Sicker Studios were back in the thing still.
Yeah.
So you have to big them up still. Large up Skins, man, Louis B. Who else is involved in them clashes?
Spooky and Dubstar.
Spooky and Dubstar. Large up Spooky every time. Large up Dubstar. Yeah. So Beatboss 3.
Yeah, man.
Beatboss 3. That was the one that you won, right?
Yeah, it was.
Boom. So tell us about your journey through Beatboss 3.
Alright, so
who did you have in the first round again?
Was it DOK straight away, wasn't it?
DOK. All right, boom. Hang on. So let's just shed a little light on this. Let's just shed a little light on this. Yeah, large up DOK. Yeah.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. He's the GOAT still. Large up DOK. Yeah.
He's a guy for everyone.
Yeah.
But you see what happens. You see Beatboss here. There's something called the curse of the champion. Yeah. Basically, the champion in Beatboss never seems to make it past the first round, yeah, and never ever has a champion won twice in Beatboss like back to back. It doesn't happen, yeah. So yeah, it's the curse of Beatboss, and it seems to have happened to DOK because he won Beatboss 2, right? And then his first round next was Sir Pixalot, and I heard it was a bit dirty. So go on, talk us through that, Pixalot.
Alright, so obviously T, you hollered me for it when it couple months before or something, so I was just like, right, wasn't working at the time, wasn't doing nothing, so I just spent hours in the studio doing all these dubs for everyone. And yeah, come to the clash. Well, in fact, when I saw the name, actually, I was feeling nervous still. When I saw
shook, don't lie.
Yeah, I was, yeah.
You didn't want it.
You couldn't select.
I was like, alright, cool, I'll just play some sick tunes.
Yeah.
Was you a judge in that one?
Yeah.
You was a judge in that one, innit? Yeah, because you was giving me joking that one still. Yeah. I remember that still. Alright. That was techie. There was a lot going on. So yeah, we saying what? So what? DOK House of Corn then, yeah?
Well, yeah, it was a whitewash, innit? So he did.
A whitewash. Wow. I tell you what, yeah. Large up DOK because to get a whitewash over DOK, yeah.
That's not light, you know.
It's not light. It's not light. Them man there got rid of it for days.
And remember, I clashed DOK as well in the semi-finals of Beatboss 2, and I was breaking it. I was like, DOK. At least I made it to the semi-finals, innit?
Yeah.
You know them ones?
Yeah.
But you actually 5-0'd him. And I can definitely say, we both grew up listening to DOK, cuz. So it's like, you wouldn't even expect to clash him, let alone beat him, so...
To be fair, like, obviously I think I'm...
dirt for sure.
Yeah. Standard.
Yeah.
Obviously that was a good moment for me as well. Definitely beating a legend like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, as soon as I saw the name, I knew like a lot of my focus went into them particular dubs.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Would you say you focused for the first round the most?
Yeah, I'll probably say because he was the strongest threat on obviously the first one. So if I wanted to progress as well, do you know what I mean? I was just like, I had a couple of ideas. I was like, one of it. There was a couple I was gonna do. They didn't get finished. Like there was a couple little.
Yeah, it always goes that way though, innit? Always goes that way. I think every producer's in that situation when it comes to Beatboss, innit? Because you can't just every time you touch the keyboard think, this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one. Nah, you have to. Yeah, there's loads of ideas.
Dash way, fam.
Loads of ideas. All right, so round two. Who do you have in round two again?
Who is it?
After DOK.
Rapture.
Was it Rapture?
No, Rapture wasn't there in round
He was.
Beatboss 3.
Was it
Was he? Not 3.
He was in the Beatboss.
He wasn't Sir Pixie and Rapture though.
I swear. Not sure, you know.
Yeah, I think it was.
Did Rapture come? Has Rapture been twice?
He has been twice,
3 times now.
Yeah, because he returned as the champion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So definitely at least twice, because he won and then returned.
No, he's done 3 because I remember he clashed
him and Louis B.
Teaser.
Him and Louis B had a clash as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the one
that was their first one, and then the second one where they had their rematch.
Production.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have this on deck. What's going on?
I didn't bring the book.
Come
the book.
on, man.
I should have brought the book.
Come on, man.
Next one, I'll bring the book. Because the book has got everything.
Was it Rapture?
Rapture from the...
Large up Rapture. Shout out the Scotland crew. Alright,
Because remember I had that dub for him, the Braveheart at the beginning. So yeah, that was a good one as well. Do you know what it was? Because when I first heard his tunes before I had a clash of Rapture, I was thinking, wow, this guy's mixdowns are serious. Like, got my work cut out.
Good sound.
But then, I don't know, the tunes he was playing weren't really doing it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so obviously him, and then Skinsman. Yeah, got rid of him.
Skins,
as well,
Skins, wait. So hang on. Was Skins man your final?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Skins man was your final. Large up Skins man.
Yeah.
Large up Skins
He was the
man.
wild card. No one expected him to get that far.
Yeah, no, because there was further pass off with Skins man further on after that, innit? Like after that clash with Skins man, like weren't there a few more dubs or something? Was there something going on? That was Louis B. That was Louis B. That's right. All right, yeah. So who would you say you most underestimated in that clash?
What in Beatboss 3?
Beatboss 3. Who would you say gave you the stickiest time?
I wouldn't even say I underestimated anyone.
Who gave you the stickiest time?
Do you know what? When that second dub that DAK dropped,
yeah, that was dangerous.
I felt that in my heart still.
Ooh.
I did feel it. I was like,
ooh, no, but that's grime music, isn't it? Like, you know when the man says they feel it in their heart, yeah?
I was shook. I'm not gonna. When I heard that drop, because it was my kind of thing, I would have gone for. Played it on the radio thing. I was like, yeah. But then the third one just didn't.
Blood dub was what done it.
That was the dub.
Yeah, that dub was hard.
Do you know what it is? When I was making it as well, I just, you know when you make a tune and you know, innit? When it's just got the right elements.
You've got the
and
response
it just,
as well, man.
When you
hear it, had the right mix down, yeah?
Well, do you know? Do you know what? It's funny because the one that actually dropped.
Come on. You had the right mix down, yeah? Come on.
The funny thing is, the mix down that I actually dropped was I was doing a few before the day, altering them and stuff like that, and then I just went with this one. It was a bit distorted, like I fixed it after a bit, but it weren't even really fully finished in terms of like the way it sounded as well. So still, and I still did it a little bit.
Yeah. I won't tell a lie, that rhythm was disgusting.
Yeah, it's definitely probably like, obviously it's a war dub, but like it's really like a remix as well. That's probably like the one that's got the most. Obviously that Grime Hot one I did that got me noticed. It was that one, and then the DOK one. Those are like people like them ones a lot.
I still hear the blood one in sets.
Now guys are still playing it.
Yeah.
So it's done its rounds.
Definitely.
What do you reckon of the judging? Was it fair? Like,
I know you judge as well.
I know I'm sure you.
They're voting me through anyway. It's like,
was Spooky judging that one as well?
It was definitely good, especially you had it properly organised. I mean,
I try line.
Yeah, the notepad, the legendary notepad.
Yeah, the notepad. Yeah. But no, you can be real though, like, because I've always thought, like, when I'm judging guys, like, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes as well as the audience, and then myself, and then like I'm thinking of loads of factors, and then listening to the track, and then not being biased, like, is it my style of production, or do I think it's like good enough for me in that sense, subjectively, yeah? So then when you're thinking about, say, Beatboss and the whole Grime thing where it's like X to Y, where you can have your Pulse X rhythm to, I don't know, say your Blood remix, or even like what's his name? I can't believe it. He's gonna get at me. He's gonna swear. From like that Pulse X to like a swear sound. That's like Grime, innit? Literally minimal, gritty, Pulse X-y, open MC, then swear, like melodic, full dynamic. So then to be able to judge that all under the umbrella of Grime and say, I think your open track loses to Swear's full track, or this open track beats your full track, even though you've put more time and effort in. So that's me thinking about it, even before I've judged you or judged your track. So that's why I'm asking, like, how do you feel like, not just me particularly, like Jay, overall as a board, like, you know, the judging of your material? Because I can imagine it, if I'm judging your thing and I'm saying, I'm saying what I'm saying, and you're like, Trebs, you think you are, man? Like, like you come, not like, you know what I'm saying? It could be me, it could be anyone. It could be like, this line's on gas. I think this tune's heavy. I don't know what he's saying, but then that could be the final vote, that tit to make it 3-2 at them times, because we had 5 judges at the time, so now it's down to 3, so it's a bit more cutthroat. But yeah, that's why I'm just, to get feedback from a champion live, like, it'll be interesting, because I've got feedback from like other people that watch it and say overall, but never really.
So all the judges, they got their own style, innit? Like obviously you got your style, very technical, talking about like some of the instrumentation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you've got others. I like Zara's judging as
Zara
well.
as well.
He's
Zara's
quite
sick.
balanced and
Okay,
he's quite descriptive. With like
Very descriptive. You drop words you don't even know.
But then you could have someone like Grime Mixer who's thinking about it like a selector, yeah. And then he's like, even the one where I think it was Beatboss. Was it Beatboss 4? That's
5.
When he came, it was 4.
5. It was 5 because
Grime
that
Mixer
was the one that I was in.
Yeah, it was
It
5.
was only done one. Yeah.
And he was basing it off the vibe, and he wasn't going technical, but he was giving that Grime Mixer.
I won't tell a lie, bro. I want to be a fucking judge. Like, bro, like, see certain times, yeah, I'm standing on that stage hosting, yeah, and I'm listening to you lot talk, yeah, and I'm thinking, raw, you lot ain't listening to what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I really want to butt in, and I want to be biased, and I want to try and swing it somebody else's way, because I feel like sometimes, only sometimes, because most of the time, yeah, it is spot on, and like raw, you know, like with the 3, 4, or 5 wise heads that you've got there doing the judging, yeah, it's like you do usually come to the right decision, no matter what, yeah. But sometimes
You disagree.
Sometimes the majority decision is not the decision that I would have gone with. Yeah, certain times I've heard certain tunes and I'm like, raw. You said that his tune is better than his tune. You see you, Trebs, yeah? You're the worst in this, you know, bruv, yeah? Because but you see you, yeah, you do, like, you're not the worst, yeah? Because sometimes, yeah, like,
Man's human still. So
yeah, you're not the worst. You're not the worst. You're not the worst. I have to take the words. I've got to make the words right here, yeah, because you know what? I have to use my words corrected. All right, boom. So you see you, Trebs, yeah? You're that man, yeah? That. And it's not you, it's not you that I disagree with the most, yeah? But it's like you hear the most alien things about a rhythm. Yeah? So like sometimes like raw, like I might think, raw, this rhythm is a 10. Like raw, if I was spraying on this, yeah, like raw, everything quef.
Yeah.
But like you might say, oh man, like that melody was out of key. And I'll be like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
But we need that perspective.
No, but of course, I love that perspective. But I'm like, bro, fuck the key.
Yeah, you can never say
Let me not say fuck the key. When I say fuck the key,
But that's what you mean though.
No,
that's what you mean though, because you're like, fuck the key. This is the vibe. I'm feeling it. What are you talking about? And I get that. I get that. But then that's the perspective of the panel, isn't it? That's the spectrum that like
the way and of course as well. Like obviously, you man are producers, innit? Yeah, like raw, like I'm an MC smasher producer. It's completely different. Like you lot do so much different things to me. Do you know what I'm saying? And you lot like take the craft so much more seriously and like go in so much more depth that like, you know, sometimes like your judgments are based on like next madnesses. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you might be saying, raw, oh man, this the snare's not punchy enough, and the hats are muffly.
Yeah.
Like it's like raw, but like raw. Did you hear that cruddy synth? Yeah, that makes you feel like you're in a Freddy Krueger movie and you're about to light up everyone in the whole dance.
Yeah, but sometimes the crowd and the vibe is there, but the musicality is outside, and you have to let man know.
No, but
we do have a trained ear.
Like of course, but then you have to understand, yeah. Is my ear is more trained because I've been doing this thing for longer than you. So my ear is more trained. Yeah? so I can't tell you about a trained ear. Yeah? Like raw, bruv.
I have to see Tiga and Beatboss.
I've been like raw.
Beats and that. Let's hear it, cuz. My man's keeping it a secret.
Wait. But I won't tell a lie, raw. Fam. Like raw, man a jungle producer, you get me? And when I say jungle, not jungle music, yeah? I mean jungle is in the metaphor, you get me? Man a jungle producer, you get me? So like when I do my thing, yeah, it's mad, you get me? It's not what you lot do, you get me? It's not what you lot do, but you know what?
That's
like, raw, that's my thing, innit? That's my thing, innit? Like raw, like I listen to my thing, yeah? and then I come up with some savage lyrics. So that's my thing, innit? So I can work with it. Do you know what I'm saying?
And you make it work.
Yeah, that's it.
You make it work.
That's it. So yeah, like you know what? Maybe if I let them out into the atmosphere, who knows? Who knows? I might be up for an award next year. Come on now. Come on now, bruv. Wakanda. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Wakanda, you get me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Large up Nixie, aka Younger Storms. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Wakanda. Anything's possible. Always remember that, yeah?
Lions and Panthers.
That's it. But yeah, so yeah, where was we there? Because I think I just took
you were getting at me.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't even getting at you. I wasn't even getting at you. Do you know why? Yeah, because do you know what? To be honest, yeah, I learned so much from hearing you give your judgment on music.
No, that's blessed, man.
Like, I learned a lot.
You know, I never knew what semitone was before.
Yeah, bruv, man. Bruv. This guy, see this?
Why is he onto it as well?
I'm
the king of semitones out here, mate. I'll tell you.
Yeah, you can't fault like Treble's knowledge. Yeah, Treble's knowledge is a 10. You get me? And you know, sometimes like my perspective is like just the ignorant MC perspective. You get me? But you can't fault Treble's knowledge, and that's why he does the job that he does, because his knowledge is on point.
But I understand.
I'd like to see you in there, though.
That's what
I'd like to see you in there, though.
Everyone would.
Yeah, I'd like to see you in there.
Everyone would.
With your semitones and your monotones and your polyphonics and your synths. Yeah, bruv. Because like bruv, man don't build melody like you. So I like to see you in there. You get me, blood? And beating them dirty sounds with them melodic sounds. You get me, blood?
Yeah.
Like maybe one day we'll get that. You get me?
I've been slipping the punch.
Like what can we say? Beatboss 8.
Beatboss 8. Won't say nothing.
Can I call Treble out for Beatboss 8?
Do it live.
Like I'm giving you a chance to skip 7. Yeah, go for 8.
If I give my honest personal opinion, why? Yeah, I've been slipping punches when it comes to Beatboss. Yeah. I know most
Bear man are slipping punches though. It's not only you.
No, most probably.
We got Zara as well. He needs to do Beatboss. He's been talking.
You man would
judgment.
say, what you're saying, that's that won't be taken into consideration. But based on the current, all of the competitions that have happened, and like the sounds that has kind of more or less got through, and won, I'm like, is that me? I could do it, but I'm like, is that me? And generally from listening to my catalogue and what people know, I'm like, is that streamlined to where Beatboss sound-wise is kind of gone? And me personally, I'm like, nah. Because like there's hype tunes, Say you got hype tunes, hype cruddy tunes, up, intense, like hard-hitting. And I honestly believe you can make a track which is, say, the opposite to that, but it will still channel into it. So say, for example, I've done an open track and it's not as busy and it's open. But for me, in my head, I'll be like, that open track, which may be kind of chilled or a bit flight mode-ish, for me would be like hard. Yeah. Like hard. And I'll be like, yo, you can have...
I love an open track.
Yeah.
That's a bit like Trumpet Boom. You see, the vibe of it is quite calm in a way. It's got that energy as well, but if that goes in a rave, that will have that...
It would,
but it's melodic. It's got a nice little relaxed bounce. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a good example.
Yeah, but
it's a dynamic sound. That's what trumpet is.
Left and right.
See trumpet, Trumpet's a rhythm, you play it low, boom, boom, boom. But like raw, you see the higher trumpet goes, the more detrimental it is.
Yeah, clartation.
Yeah, more detrimental it is. Like it's rich. It sounds rich. You know, like that.
Bless up, man. Bless.
It sounds rich.
Now I've been thinking about it, but honestly, that's my honest answer. Now I'm thinking my sound for how Beatboss is and what pops off in Beatboss and what gets people gassed. I've never thought my sound fitted in that realm, and not to knock anyone that's taken part in Beatboss or like provided their sound for it. That's just been my personal opinion based on judging it. So then I'm like, you know what? Let me give my critique from what I know in terms of musically speaking. So, and then that's when I come in. So then I've had backlash, man. I've had backlash as well.
I understand that though.
You know what I mean?
I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. But I do you know what I think? I think that you're looking at it in the completely wrong perspective, yeah? And I'll tell you why I think that, yeah?
Okay, I'm interested to hear this.
Because styles make fights, bro.
Yeah.
Don't think because one puppy makes a and then the other puppy makes a that you have to make a
no, because I won't.
Because
I won't.
Nah. Because you see the thing is, yeah, like raw, you have to test your sound, yeah, and like raw. End of the day, like it's not just your sound, yeah, it's your craft as well, because it's not about like raw, my rhythms won't fit, yeah, like raw, you have to build rhythms for this, like raw, like come on, like let's get to the workbench and let's see your tools out and let's see what you can do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Beatboss 8.
That's it, Tiga. Beatboss 8.
Nah. I'm not ready for Beatboss. Yeah, I won't tell a lie. I'm not ready for Beatboss. Yeah, like raw. Like just ready for hear 1, 2 Clarty ones, like slipping through House of Grime, innit? That's where you can get it. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I might even slip you 1, 2 little dub plate. You get me, blood, and you can fling that. You get me, fam? You know what I mean? Because you know I'm nice like that. But yeah. All right, boom. So we've got Treble signed up for Beatboss 8. Yeah, that's a signature. Yeah, that's it. He can't serve it no more.
Parry.
That's it.
We'll see. We shall see.
And then we'll have it right at Beatboss Best of the Best. Yeah, hopefully you're in there. Yeah, I think you've won one, right?
Do you know what? I actually haven't.
You got to the final.
I've clarted in it, but I haven't won it. It's quite annoying, to be honest.
I won't tell a lie, yeah?
We're gonna ban the friend else.
I won't tell a lie, yeah?
It got closer and closer
listen.
each time.
Nah, you better get your demo in for Beatboss 7 then, yeah? Get your demo in for Beatboss 7. Yeah, so
I'm not doing Beatboss 7. I've actually got work to do.
But I know, obviously, but like you got a point to prove.
I know.
Like you need to be in best of the best. If you're not there, you're not there. Be there or be square.
No. Do you know what?
There's gonna be 8 producers.
Listen.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I definitely do want to come back in it because it's annoying. I was in the first one.
Yeah.
Got clarted, familiar face. Then them times there it was early. We trying to clock. What's the pattern? Wild card. Cool. How much we need to make? Then from there I was like, nah. Man got deaded on my own turf. Literally in my backyard, bro. So yeah, number 2. Moleskin went flying.
Yeah, I mean, that clash was sick. Mate,
big up Dom because he broke his iPhone when man's last tune got played.
I said Moleskin went flying.
Molly! But then semi-final, DOK, you get me? And then the last
you
one,
pushed him to the edge though on that one. I
Who,
think
D?
You and D. You was tight. Well, for me,
I think my first tune was a bit warm. It weren't.
It was.
What do you say? Have you been in 3?
Yeah, and I've judged as well.
All right. Do you know what I should? What I will say? Yeah, is you shouldn't actually be allowed to compete in any more of this series. Yeah, like realistically, you've done 3. 3 should be the limit. Like 3 chances. 3 chances.
So we say no return.
No. Basically, after best of the best, yeah. When we go into the next set of beat bosses, then maybe like you get the return, innit? Like you get to throw your
That's
demo in.
what I'm saying. I'm not trying to come back now, though. I do want to come back, but I've actually got
a bit later on down the line. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but
I've actually got projects and things. I want to come back, and I'm more of a guy, so when I do come back, like, listen, I ain't won it. I've clarted. I've made it to the final, but I ain't won it. But when I come back, just know it's going to be problems, innit?
The line.
And just know every time I've done a beat boss, it's got better, and I've learned.
Yeah.
So.
You got close to each one as well.
Yes, exactly. I didn't rapture. Just get me. I was so fucking close, but sliding up.
Yeah.
You get me, but it's alright though. Man, if I come back when it's time, you get me. I'm not gonna force it.
All right, boom. So yeah, all right. So let's move on from that anyway because we've touched on Beatboss enough now. Yeah, we got Treble signed up. Yeah, remember I've said it to the camera now. Yeah, I know he's trying to bob a weave, but like come on, man. Like the Mayweather jab, you can't get away from it.
Man, I'm actually not shook off the war. Yeah,
you know Beatboss is Mayweather in this thing, man. You can't get away from that jab.
War. It's not that. My reasoning is the reason why I explained, but I understand, and I don't think it's not to undermine the audience's like perceptive lack of sound or the panel. It's just my personal subjective belief.
But you're not shook though, yeah?
Yeah, nah, come on, man. Don't be silly, man.
Cool.
Come on, man.
Alright.
You have to give them the roaring lion, you know.
It's not that. It's like, man could do that stuff. I could do it. You could do it. I'm just like, you know what? Let me just do this judging thing for now, and then if it gets, if something organic comes up in it, if something organic comes up, and someone, Holland is that's my son though. So
I remember that.
Big up the glass.
Large up Polo.
Big up Polo. Big up Rapture. Yeah, like as well. All respect either side in that, but yeah.
But is that your son?
Line.
Well, you know what? I'm not gonna think it, but he definitely has come from the line.
Listen.
You adopted him.
There's no adoption, really. Okay, let's be real. Let's
break
be real.
it down.
Really. Right now, he's everyone would say he's Grand Mixer's son, isn't it?
Ooh.
Right now, based on the last Beatboss, yeah, that's the Polo. Big up yourself, Polo. Yeah, listen, big up yourself. Yeah, this is the truth, so don't catch feelings. Yeah, but obviously, like just doing a little bit of history in that. Like I only heard of Polo when he bootlegged man's tune in it. So so and that's when Polo came. That's why I call him my son, innit?
Okay.
Because everyone only knew about you from.
You're saying you gave life to him.
He took it.
You breath.
Oh, you know what I mean? He took life.
He took life.
And it's really Spooky gave him life, but that's what Spooky does.
Yeah.
So big up Spooky.
Yeah.
But then that.
But is he your son just because he refixed your tunes? Because some people will say people refix tunes all the time.
Yeah, but that definitely no one knew Polo before then.
No, but I mean,
so,
is he?
So does that mean you're Wizbit's son because you did that tune? I'm asking a question, innit?
Because I find it interesting.
Yeah.
Because obviously for years now, I've been focusing on my sound. That's my sound.
Yeah.
But obviously I got known through doing a few of the. It was the Jam Hot and Grime rhythm.
Yeah.
That got me noticed.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, but I made a effort to
do
not be known
to
as
do
one of those
Pixie,
guys.
and that's the thing, and that's the reason why I reckon Beatboss works as well, because you can't get away with that. You know what I mean? Like people like, all right, that's sick. All right, like if you're gonna refix, I don't know, Jam's Contender. Tune's already sick. The sound's already sick. So then you have to do a lot.
You have to do something, make it major
to make it shit.
Yeah,
you're gonna. So then half of the job is already done there, and then let's be real, innit? And then audience-wise, people in their mind, they already know the tune. It already resonates with them. It's already half the job's already done.
Yeah.
So then for you to do it and chop it, like I can do that on a fucking pair of decks and press the splicer and make a bootleg on the splicer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone's going mad, blind. Sick. That's because the original has done the work, which has been in the psyche of everyone.
Yeah.
And so it's hence why you have this debate about DJs and not being shook and not being brave enough to bust a fresh tune in a rave because of that same thing. Yeah. So then hence reason why I judge like that as well, because okay, cool, that's his sound. That's literally his sound.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where is you? I want to, like I said, I want to hear Pixie.
Yeah,
I want to hear your fingerprint.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your rendition of the next man's fingerprint.
Yeah.
Because then where's if this thing is grime, like I was saying, if it's grime, for grime to be authentic and to be a true genre and stand up amongst all genres, we need to have original compositions and original sounds, which is basically the building blocks of what this is.
We have a 22-gun salute.
This is why you don't fuck with Treble Clef, because Treble Clef, he just does that stuff. That's it. You know, he says all these kind of things.
But I lie. Because if you look every other genre that's respected as a genre, you say hip hop, R&B, I don't know, even house to a degree as well. Like even the house has been there. They've all got their foundation, kind of their innovators, which have done original compositions, and there's no infringement where man's ripped from James Brown. Even that happens, but guys make original composition, original works, which falls back to create that sound. So it's like, okay, you could say I've drawn influence. I used to listen to Miles Davis. I used to listen to Stevie Wonder, and that tune was amazing things, and I learned how to play it. And then, but I'm in 2018, and I want Grime sound, but this chord is sick. Yeah. How can I? But I want to do this chord with a next mad sound, and then see if I can incorporate it. And then that's not ripping. That's like because
inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, keyboards and alphabet.
Yeah.
Like like from C to C is 12 notes.
Yeah.
That's your alphabet.
Yeah.
And my thing is, so then fucking speak, innit?
Yeah.
So then let's hear your vocab.
Yeah.
Let's hear your diction.
Yeah.
Let's hear you articulate yourself, innit? On this alphabet, on the keyboard, just like you got 26 or 27 letters in the alphabet.
Yeah.
Whatever. Articulate yourself. I'm using the same words as you.
Yeah.
But I can't speak like Tiga.
Yeah.
But we're still bound by the same.
The same,
amount.
the same equipment.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the same tools.
Transfer that to sound,
Mm.
and then hence why you man are talking road or talking urban or whatever.
Yeah.
That's your vocab.
It's like they say, a good workman don't blame his tools, does he?
That's it.
Yeah.
It's all about like demonstrating your style and, do you know what I mean, and projecting your.
Articulate yourself,
yeah.
innit? So it's the only way you can articulate yourself is by taking the next man's words, doing copy, cut, and paste. Then you're not speaking, fam.
Yeah.
You're not speaking.
It's true.
You're editing. You're copying, cutting, and pasting, and that's not you. That's not your words. So then you're infringing.
Yeah.
And then if this is a scene,
Copyright.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. For a scene to be built, it needs to be built on original, original examples.
Original foundations.
It is really hard to do that, to be very original.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No, but then
It's gotta be
for
brave.
people
You gotta be
to
brave,
like
man.
it as well, because I see this with so many producers. They're doing something and then they end up making like any 808 stuff, or because that's what the people want, or you know.
That's what you.
Not everyone, not everyone, but the main. The main
That's
majority
what's
of
hot right now.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
They'll probably
people-
make the most money, do you know what I'm saying? And there's, you know...
but that's playing
you know
it
what it's
safe
like,
though, man,
Yeah.
because it's like,
Yeah.
you see this grime genre, it's so wide, we can't keep giving them one sound. There's so many different textures and sounds in this thing. You have to prove that it's wide. It's grime in 2018, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, we have to push this thing forward, fam. Don't give me the same old shit, fam. You get me?
Yeah, that's what. And it's happening now, though. It's happening.
Man are playing it
It's
safe.
happening. It's happening now.
Even the MCs, they're picking beats that are safe.
You're an MC. So it's, let's transfer it to lyrical now. So say like I always say like the crowdy style of lyrics.
Yeah.
You know when man basically dumb down just so that they can get a crowd response.
One line
And then
flows.
you're a lyricist now, and you're thinking I'm using metaphors and I've tied this in to my last sentence. And then you're going in on the art of being a mic man and being a poet basically and telling a story. And then guys might do bite-sized things and just say like, yeah, they've got like something to just fit with the crowd. So it's bite-sized basically.
Yeah.
So then as an MC you're like, bruh, but you might let's say shell off in a rave and be saying things and actually said something sick and could be enriching for people, like, rah, I've actually imagined what he said in my head. Instead of then the next man has come up and says, blah, 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 what's that, da-da-da-da-da, what's that, da-da-da-da-da, warm back, whatever the fuck it
And
is.
again.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you're like, rah, this man just turned over the place with this two-word syllable thing, which, someone's 2-year-old son could have done. You know what I mean?
But this is the thing. You don't have a right to complain.
It's not complaining. It's I believe it's protecting the art form.
No, but this is the thing, right? The art form is freedom of expression.
Yeah,
Yeah?
true.
So, don't tell me about how I want to express myself. Yeah?
Yeah.
If you don't like how I express myself, then that means that's your prerogative. Yeah? But, like you see, like, for instance, yeah? Like, for the MC that is complaining
Yeah.
about that, he needs to add more to his armory.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
Like, you see, for me as an MC, right? I'm a man that I say, all right, cool. Like, I got the futuristic ones, yeah? But some people ain't in the future.
Yeah.
So then I have to have the ones that they're going to understand in the present.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I get
Yeah.
that completely.
And some people ain't in the present. So I have to have the ones that they're going to understand in the past.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you have to build that whole spectrum of lyrics.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm
Like
saying?
crowd ones,
Yeah. And if you don't have that, yeah, then you're going to be that guy that's complaining.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
enough. But when that, say, one particular bite-sized kind of style, this is what I've always kind of thought, if it becomes the mainstream kind of census of when people are judging on a kind of scale of what's sick and what it's basically bite-sized and easy to remember and that, and then which is still to make something simple and still connect and effective. It's still a skill in itself, and I'm not taking that away from anyone who may like spit like that. But just like, because your lyricist at the end of it, it's the same thing, isn't it? Like there's a big fucking alphabet. You've got vocab, you've got metaphors, you've got double entendres, triple entendres. There's like you've got all of this to exercise, and it's like you're only just working on your arms. When really, you know what I mean? You're only working arms because that's what it is, because you're going to sit there like that. But really, you need a strong back.
No, but there's different
you need
horses.
cardiovascular.
Yeah, there's different horses for different horses. Yeah? So like basically, yeah, like you know, like you have a lyric selection that you spit on radio, you have a lyric selection that you spit in a rave.
Yeah.
Yeah? Your lyric selection that you spit in a rave will be a limited version of the lyrics that you spit on radio.
Yeah.
I've
seen that.
The lyrics that you spit on radio, will be a limited version of the lyrics that you put on projects. Yeah? So the lyrics that you put on EPs, albums, mix CDs, singles, like these, and that's basically how MCs work. Like, so you have like your
experienced MCs.
Experience work. Yeah, experienced MCs. Experienced MCs. That's an experience thing. So like you'll have your project work, and then you'll have your radio bars. Now your radio bars again, they'll consist of like certain lyrics on your projects, but you won't spray the whole project, because certain tunes are not to be sprayed on radio. Yeah. So like you might do it maybe on a practice hours, but you wouldn't really do it like if you're in the heat of like a set. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not doing that. But so then you'll have them lyrics, and they're the ones that you want people to remember. You want them to remember them ones. Yeah. So then when you either play at a rave or you do a show like a concert type show, like the concert type show actually comes from people that listen to your actual material, your projects, and then like you just spray the tracks. But for a rave, like it's more about the people that listen to the radio. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with that. I get it.
And they get the projects as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it completely.
So you have to, as a producer, like I feel like it has to be the same.
Yeah.
Like you have to have like different rhythms for different things. Do you know what I'm saying? And you have to be diverse in that respect. Do you know what I'm saying?
True. I guess again, but then does it make it subjective? That's why it's subjectively what I would think doesn't mean it has to be.
No, there's no has to be.
Yeah, it doesn't.
There is no has to be in anything.
Yeah, so it's just my particular standpoint.
Of course.
On this corner, looking at the same thing that we're all looking at, but just through my eyes. So then, hence that, you might say, no, Trebs, you actually just need to come with it like that. But then that's you, Hitman T, looking at it from my
eyes. That's right.
And
that's right.
Me, I'll be in my head. Like I reckon most creatives, they'll be in their head more before.
Always.
Yeah, they're to the external world. I'm like, nah, I can do that. Yeah, but I'm like, nah, it's not. They're not going to take it in like that based on the experience of the crowd. Hence why I was going to the lyricist thing, because if that kind of watered down kind of bite-sized lyrical thing becomes the mainstream, you're an experienced MC now, so you know the difference. But then Hitman T, that's 12 years old, that's listening to radio and seeing things. He's not, that 12-year-old is not seeing that. They're hearing what works and what's popping or whatever, which might be the bite-sized thing, which is just literally a bite-sized thing, and then they could be taken off from that, and then that's their platform, and then boom, that could be just the only way that they spit, or that's how they've been brought grime, or that's how they've been, because these crowdy lyrics, I call them crowdy lyrics, these crowdy lyrics, these bite-sized ABC flow things that can easily, like a 3-year-old can catch on, which is sick. I get the marketing behind it, but then where does the line become where you protect the art form? You know what I mean? Because the art form is you can't because I personally believe that it's like a dumbing down. So then what you're dumbing down yourself for the audience, to get through on a general case, which is cool. I get that, like the marketing and the business behind it. But then, like literally behind that, say for the 10-year-old, the 12-year-old, the 13-year-old, the teenager, like,
let me ask you a question.
they're just getting the bite size. You know what I'm saying?
Let me flip it on you like this, yeah? So we can keep it, we can slide on this one, yeah? What if you're not dumbing down, you're just dumb? What then? Shouldn't you make music?
I'm not saying don't make music, but then that's dumb. That's dumb compared to Hitman Tiga.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, raw, like you might that just might be like your level of what you can do, yeah. But anyway, listen, because we're bartering on that one, So we're gonna revisit that
for the next one.
Yeah, we're gonna revisit that because that's an interesting point. but like, right, all right. So Pixie, how'd you get your name? Sir Pixalot.
Do you know what? Yeah, a couple people know, but I'm just gonna keep that one. A little.
Nah, this is Mixdown, fam.
Come on, bro.
Nah, don't go on no bad Cause obviously we know Sir Mixalot, baby's got back, so obviously your name is a bit of a splice. Can we?
It's just a little tongue. Yeah, it was basically like a little in joke with my friends, basically. But
so Pix, what are you doing? Are you picking things from people and you pick up what?
Who knows, man? Who knows, mate? Who knows? But I'm gonna leave that one. Do you know it? No. I'm saying this. It's gonna go that way. But yeah. To be honest, after a few years of putting out tunes and stuff, I was thinking, the name. But then, at the end of the day, I'll rather let my music do the talking.
Yeah.
Like I could really be called anything. Obviously, I wouldn't pick certain names, but yeah, that's why I did. And because when you get a name for yourself, to then
change is a bit.
It's a bit of a myth, But I'm gonna leave that. One
open, yeah. He's still.
Yeah, basically. So we've just announced that you and P-Jam are the new recruits to Mode FM, and obviously you was originally on radio from what I know, like early days.
Large up the Mode family.
Yeah, we got the radar massive as well. But obviously, like, how come you're not on there now? Kind of thing, innit?
Well, what happened with radar? All right. So let's let me start from the beginning, innit? Because it was actually my sister that knew Ollie originally through a DJ she knows. Mm-hmm. I won't say anything, but so he started this new radio station. My sister was like, "I should do this thing." They started up a new thing. I was like, "Cool." Was there from the beginning. From my understanding, I think it was me and F17.
I think you was telling me, were you the first Grime DJ on that?
I think it was me because I was talking to F17 about it as well, and he was playing Grime. He was playing other bits as well, but I think I was like the first. If I'm mistaken, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was like the first just playing Grime on radar. But it was sick. I used to have a good slot back on there. Had loads of MCs down and that. It was good. And then it was like after a while, started doing kind of like the pre-records. I weren't really getting the same vibe. There was a couple little things that I wasn't happy with. But like big up radar, because what it is like they're providing a really good thing for the youth.
Hold on.
You know what's going on here?
Because hang on, yeah.
Politically swerving.
There was I felt like your speech pattern really sped up there. like I'm not a lie detector or nothing.
Nah, shout out Ollie though.
I'm not no lie detector or I'm not like no speak, but I felt like it sped up there, and like my human instinct feels like I have to program.
Alright, let me put the cards on the table. Basically, there was a couple things like after a while that I wasn't really happy with. Say like just like quite technical things, innit? And I think basically with the whole thing with Radar, they're trying to give as many opportunities to different people, keep it moving, have a fresh roster. And I think it was just after a while, there was like I had a chat with Ollie, and he was like, we want to try something fresh with someone new, and that was it really.
Okay.
Because I was having a couple issues anyway, but then that just happened basically. So yeah. So and then
alright, I thought it was gonna be a bit more saucy than that, but
no, there you go. There was a point I wasn't really happy.
Yeah.
What was going on, and I had thoughts, and then that happened anyway. So it was just like alright, cool. And
like as you do, but there was nothing like there's no juice to it really.
What I would say though, I'll take the time out to say that I do really rate what they're doing. Obviously, it's evolved as well.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing with Radar.
Big up Radar, man. Radar's
now.
proper, man. Radar.
But what I feel, yeah, when I talked to Ollie, like when I first got on board, like he talked to me on the level and it was like all the youth clubs, there's no youth clubs anymore. There's nothing for these kids to do. That there's so many people that want to DJ, like express themselves artistically, doing music or whatever. And he wanted to have like a hub there to get people involved, you know, because he would get new DJs on there that he might have not been 100%, but he's giving them the opportunity. Like me, I never had a radio show before that.
Yeah.
If you listen to some of my old sets and that, like some of the mixes a bit shoddy, you know what I mean? But it's like
You learn
he gave me that opportunity,
yeah.
innit?
Yeah.
And I learned the skills. You know, when I was talking on the mic, I was a bit timid at first, and then I learned how to talk a bit more. You know,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So like, I will never forget that. Like, obviously, I've said what I said, but you know, I'll just like to, you know what I mean, say that as well. So big up Radar for sure.
Now the really easy one man asks, because obviously it's like, I think, like, you know, remember when I brought you in creative to mold? That was
long time ago.
That was one of your first sets, innit? And obviously you had your slot, and then like it kind of got to the point where you weren't on as much, and then you was off. I was like,
Yeah.
What's going on, Carlos? I think the people, we want to see more of you, innit? Not just radio, like releases as well, because even like your release has been gapped. And I know life takes its course, but
as a sick producer, as a sick producer, you want it, yeah.
More sounds.
As a sick producer, you want it.
It's true. Like got a couple things in the works already and that, but it's just obviously, like you said, life, work, things like that. They do get in the way.
Yeah.
And finding that balance can be difficult at times. But basically.
What is the next thing you got coming?
Do you know what it is? Like, I don't know when this is gonna come out, but I've got something lined up with Slit Jockey Records. I'm not gonna say too much about
You got
that.
the Philly crew.
Yeah, hold tight, Def 7
Jeez, that's Starkey,
But I'm not gonna talk too much about that because you know them. It's just where I got that forthcoming. I got bits. I got a lot of tunes.
Yeah.
That are there. Some of them are 100%. Some of them are 98%. Do you know what I mean? But I've got the library and it's strong.
Yeah.
But it's just a thing of, do you know? It's when you're a producer as well. It's just like all the things I've put out there, and then I've looked back and been like, that's out in the ether now.
This is done.
Do you know what I mean? So I think as a producer, you got to think really carefully because like.
But you always get better over time, though.
Yeah, of course you will.
Sometimes you have to just. Sometimes you just.
It's about quality control, isn't it? It's about quality control.
You know.
You don't always know.
Yeah, you don't know what shit. You don't know what's hard.
Sometimes
what you think is good, the fans don't think is good. And sometimes what you think is alright.
But this is with me, right? Whenever I've been making music, even with like when I was growing up doing the metal thing, and even now, like I'm in my band and that, it's more always been about like. Not like fuck everyone, but this is my style, innit? And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Yeah. But then at the same time, sometimes I've got to like, I feel like I could do a certain tune that would, using certain sounds or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But with the releasing and stuff, it is sometimes you don't want to let go of something until it's there.
Right,
like,
it's
do you know what I mean?
You're perfectionist.
Do you know what I mean?
What is your next release gonna be out on Slimzy?
No, do you know what? With the Slim Zos and the Rock Pot thing, like, got something coming in it, but that's a future thing. Innit?
Okay, what is the situation with the Slimzy and the Rock Pot?
Do you know what it is? It's just like obviously, I must have had a meeting time ago with Slimzy, his manager, and a couple other producers and that, and they were saying, we're gonna bring back the whole label thing, and I've always been there with the dubs and stuff, but the release hasn't come to a head as of yet. But there's definitely talks of something happening. But I'm just there with them, and that's cool. But obviously the next one that's the Slit Jockey thing. So
okay.
What about Sir Pixie putting out Sir Pixie?
What's that?
What about you putting yourself out?
Yeah, like, do you know what? Because a couple of my releases I've done like on the Bandcamp and that as well.
Yeah, but it's not just Bandcamp, you know. Car man stream and
I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, like, I don't understand in this day and age, right? Why there is a need, when you have everything on your computer to go through, say, a legend, because like Slimzy's a legend, But like, I think I saw a tweet from Treble something about this as well. I did see a little tweet from Treble something about this as well. But it was on a different spectrum. I think I know this tweet you're talking about. Why would you not just put your own music out?
Do you know what it is? Because I was just, when you was talking about it, I was having a little think like, say, for instance, I put something out, I did a one of my EPs, iChild EP. I just did that myself.
Yeah.
Done the artwork myself. Like, just done it. And like the actual money that I got from it was probably the most that I've compared to being with a label. Like, more time if I do a release with a label, I ain't really seeing anything because it's like they've got the quarterly sales.
And we need to recoup of the cost for the mastering over here. It really didn't cost us anything, but we're gonna swerve you and tell you it cost you X amount. And when the artwork cost us this lot, so then we have to recoup on this. By the way, you waive away all these rights and this, that, and the other, and you sign them over to us.
Yeah.
All of that fucking bollocks, all of that shit that they fucking tell you, all of that dead stuff, and it is basically they're just swerving on your lack of knowledge, innit, or self-belief, And that's the bottom line, fam. And you know what? This thing. I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking, am I gonna hold it down? And like, nah. Now that Tiga's opened the can, like fuck it, innit? Like, basically, what I perceive, is like there's like a knowledge deficit. You know what I mean? And,
a major knowledge deficit. Come on.
But
we do know. But sorry to cut you there, Trev. But we do know. And this is a fact, in grime, like there are groups, and what happens is, like, there are pools of knowledge and information of things that you do to get ahead. And sometimes one group don't share with the other group.
They don't, but this is the net, fam. This is the age of information. We're almost
it is the age of information,
so
but sometimes some gems, you have to be in tune to the algorithm.
Of course.
100%. You have to be in tune to that shit. Like, like a man like me, like raw man, I'm not in tune to that shit. But like raw, like
that's what they would like you to think.
These dons, see these dons, there's dons that know stuff and they just do little zups, and it goes that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I see what you're saying, and I will say I'll agree with what you're saying, but for me, if there's a label, right, that I respect a lot, or I would like to work with, like obviously Slimzos, like, I don't really need to explain that one.
Of course.
Slip Jockey Records, they've been around, I think, since like 2006.
I'm not saying that
they've been putting out like like J Sweet stuff, like your bits, like other bits. You know what I mean? And I've known about them for a while, and the way I see it is like, if I agree to do a release with someone, even if I'm getting money or not getting money, it don't really matter to me, because I'll just assume, worst case scenario, I'm not going to get nothing. But I don't mind associating my...
That's the problem with this thing, fam.
But
that is the problem. Because then...
But I'm not going to do that with every label, that's what I'm trying to say.
You wouldn't do it with every label, but that already is in your mind. Right?
Wrong mindset.
I'm not saying it's your fault, or it's it almost is like a wrong mindset to think of it, like you're coming out in this business world, so like now you're gonna... It's like monetizing your ride, isn't it? You want something to come back from it. So cool.
What a lot of people don't realise with making beats and that is, some people are really quick in it, but sometimes there's a lot of hours. You might just be working on a 2-bar section, just looping for hours, getting it just... It's a lot, and it's work. It's work, innit? And obviously we want to see a financial return for that if possible, do you know what I mean? But
something, if it's progress, if it's finance, if it feels...
Of course, it's not the be all and end all. It's not.
I would say DIY is the best way. Like, if you look at people like Skepta, Stormzy, obviously they're celebrities now, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, from my understanding, they've done it themselves with little management, and obviously there's contacts and all that.
Of course.
But I feel like, especially with the Skepta thing, when it was, that shut down and then that stopped me. Then when all that started happening, I was thinking, right, he's realised the error of his way. He's doing proper grime music now, and he's just gonna go for it. And he's doing it himself. So any advice for producers, it is, I feel like, know your own worth and like work with labels where possible. But if you kind of want to see the most, it's kind of, I reckon it's better to do it just for yourself. And
I'm not saying don't work with labels.
Yeah, of course not.
Don't release tunes. It could work for you. Yeah, it could work for you.
I still want to work with labels, like definitely 100%.
But listen, don't rely on labels, innit? Because I know certain guys, it's like, yeah, man, like trying to get something signed, like no one's really like, well, no one's fucking with you. Make people fuck with you, innit? Put your shit out, man. Because like, you get me. So you can't rely on the next man, fam.
Yeah.
Like, You get me? I've released on different labels and I've seen different results because different labels got their own different following. But I always come back to Crown Jewels, innit?
Yeah.
So and you've just said yourself, you've seen the difference. Like, bro, okay, I'm selling a certain amount worth on the bank account. And even that EP, like, that's the most I've heard Sir Pixalot. Like, Playground of Souls, Spiral's beating that one extra more time, you get me? I'm hearing that on the circuit.
Sounds
and that's come out on your thing, you get me? So
imagine I still don't have PRS as well.
Hold that.
It's coming.
Hang the fuck
on the mix sound saying
listen, this is the Mixdown, yeah?
Fatal errors.
Wait, how have we even got a guest that don't have PRS?
Should dash out this building, blood.
Like, nah.
I'm definitely slipping.
All right. Listen, yeah? Shout out Nasty Jack, yeah? Because Nasty Jack bust me on this still, yeah? But PRS, yeah? Like, bro, do you know you're missing a quarterly check every fucking quarter?
I know.
And do you know Radio 1
do you know how?
I had one still, one Radio 1. One Radio 1
It's a pinky, cuz.
No, but do you know the depth of it?
It costs 120 to sign up. That's a bit of your P there. Wait.
You know the depth of it. You don't even know where your music's beating, yeah? And your music is beating on monetized stations somewhere. Yeah? Like raw, like you think One Extra's the only place you get money from. There's so many stations that give you money, yeah? Like raw, you wouldn't even know. Sometimes you don't even know what the station. You've never heard of these stations, but they're giving you money, and there's someone on there playing your rhythm. Yeah. Like raw, I'll tell you this now. You are too big not to have PRS. Come on,
do you know the basics?
Come on, you won a Beatboss. You won a Beatboss.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to have PRS. Do you know how many times different DJs have gone and beat your instrumental on One Extra and you don't even know?
T, you just said that. I wanna take it in a slightly different direction. From you were saying you're too big not to have PRS. One thing I've been thinking about of a producer, I don't know how it is for you too. Like, I'm a little bit out of the loop at the moment, so maybe it's harder for me. But sometimes I think like it's hard for me to like judge like outsiders looking in, be like, okay, me as a artist brand, how big am I, or how? Do you know what I mean? Because unless someone's tweeting me and saying, yeah, this is sick, or I played this and I listen to this when I'm getting up in the morning or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
Most people won't even show you how big you are unless it's undeniable. In this field.
Because sometimes it'll be like
it's hard to gauge.
I remember I was in Brighton, with my boys having a drink. He was on a uni thing or whatever. And then someone stopped me and was like, "Oh, you're Sir Pixalot from Beatboss." And I was thinking, I was pissed out. I was like, "Yeah, come, like, what you saying?" Like, gas, like, you know what I mean? But after I was like, "Right, like,
you've actually got nerves."
Do you know what I mean? It's like, and then I think, am I this or it's hard to gauge. That's why I thought it's interesting.
I'll tell you what you are. Yeah, you're a fucking human being. Yeah, you're a person.
You're normal.
But you know what I'm saying, innit? You know, when you're like, say if you're negotiating with a label or something, it's just like, obviously going back to knowing your worth, is it like you think like, right, what am I?
No, your worth is it.
That's how they gas you. That's how they gas you. That illusion stuff, because you've put the illusion on yourself already. You've done. You haven't even dispelled half of it already before you've even like seen what's what on the other side. So then, like, this is where a lot of producers and artists will be selling themselves short. You know what I'm saying? They'll be selling themselves short because you're not even arming yourself with certain defenses and certain armor for what this game entails, innit? Like, you're not doing it with the basic things. Like, you got your PRS, you got your PPL, you got your MCPS, and there's even a musicians union, and then there's a BASC. There's all these organizations, and then there's even for there's a roundhouse thing. Like, they got their fund 16 to 25. Which is basically you can go and use their facilities if you're in between that age, and you can use a big studio with Logic and all these things for £2 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Just because you fit that age catchment, and that's because they're going to the Arts Council or the thing.
They got the bursaries and stuff.
We've got this catchment of youth, and like there's all of these things which you could arm yourself.
There's loads of ways.
Guys it's like, I get it, guys, because it's a fast thing and you can download, like, say, Fruity and boom and do it, and then most man would limit their kind of value. I'm not like generalizing most man, some won't, but like they will limit their value to say, like, SoundCloud, I've got a play from Spy, sick. That's boom. Like it's like you're limiting yourself before you've even like gone as far as you really can. So it's like
get paid for your work, fam. They'll just get bragging rights. Like, sick man, my tune just
get
down the rave. But what about my bank account? Like
the thing is with me is like I've been like performing music, yeah, from when I was 14 years old, right? I joined my first band when I was 14 years old. At the time, obviously, I was like,
you're supposed to be getting money from your
do you know what I mean?
as well, bro.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be getting money from your live performances, bro.
Yeah.
But
this
bro,
is it,
anytime you lot perform anywhere, you're supposed to be getting money from that shit, bro.
But obviously, when I was younger, I'll be thinking, it's cool, I'm doing this, I'm doing. But now that I've got to this age, like I'm 28 now.
Yeah.
Like maybe a couple of years ago, or now, whatever. I'm
Yeah,
thinking now I'm at a stage where I'm like, I want to be getting some financial return.
Yeah. Like,
so it's about thinking, and because I'm not I'm not really a business type person. I'm never a bit like, I'm just like my artist.
No, but we've all got the internet.
I understand.
Listen,
but certain personalities are like more adapted to that kind of thing.
So let's conclude though. You're gonna sign up for PRS though, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
that's
it.
definitely
PRS is something that you need to have yesterday. Yeah, you need to have that yesterday.
I'm definitely slipping with that, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna get sorted out. That's gonna get sorted out soon.
Let's keep it
Alright,
moving.
cool. So on the topic of producers, yeah. Who are your top 3 producers, Grime producers? Let's go.
All right, cool. I've been asked this question all the time, but I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not even saying they're definitely my top 3, but I'm just gonna pick something because all right, I have to say like Genius, but like the Whizbit alias for me especially.
Genius.
Them classic beats. They're dirty. They got the dirty bass, but the melodies as well, very melodic. Like I'll say him. I'll say Footsie.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of like my education was listening to them old rinse sets with Tubby, New Journals and that, and some of them Footsie beats.
Oh yeah, Footsie was disgusting.
Yeah,
still is.
Intro done.
And then I will probably say, I want to say one producer, but I'd rather say like, the Slew Them sound. Yeah.
Okay.
So there was Wafer, obviously. There was Matty D, Top Dollar, Spooky. But you know that sound with that bass, the AMS, and that was something that really got me. Yeah,
I can hear that.
When I first heard Wafer's beats, Matty D's beats, I was like, right, what is this? This is dirty. So I'll say the Slew Them, Whizbit
and Genius.
Yeah, Genius, Whizbit, and Footsie. Yeah, I'll say
That's
I had to pick
spread,
3.
Yeah, that is a good spread.
That's a nice spread.
That is a good spread. That is a good spread. That is a good
Keeping
spread.
on the subject of producers, I want to ask all you the same question. Yeah. Do you think producers in this day and age is respected and credited enough for the works that they are mashing?
I'll say it's getting better, isn't it? It's getting better.
Because producers are making noise.
Yeah.
That's all it's producers.
It's got a long way to go, but I've
But
noticed
even if
that
you're
too.
making noise, at least let the people know they're making the noise. Like, because certain times I go on YouTube and I might see who actually directed the video before I even know who made the beat.
Yeah,
and
that's
if
the
you ain't got a
culture.
tag, it's slightly a myth.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
I'll
that's
tell you
the
what.
culture.
I'll tell you what. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'll tell you what.
Now we have to change that. Though.
I'll tell you what. It's to me personally, yeah. It's the producer's fault. Yeah.
To a degree.
I'll tell you. Listen.
Right, for not having a tag.
I'll tell you why it's the producer's fault. Yeah. Not forget a tag. Yeah. All right. See me. I'm a man. I credit my producers, right? I credit my
Not
producers.
everyone's like you, though.
Yeah, no. But this is what I'm saying to you. Yeah, I credit my producers. Yeah, I'm a professional. Like I've been doing this a long time. Like raw, no man be up in their fields about I ain't been credited. So I credit my producers. I make sure they get their 50% PRS. Like we do our stuff nicely.
Industry
Yeah,
standard.
yeah, we do our stuff nicely, right?
Yeah, man.
Now, sometimes, yeah, this is where the haze is, yeah. Like, a producer emails an MC a beat, yeah. An MC does something over the beat, yeah. The MC just tags himself and the name of the song, right? Now, really and truly, like, I don't see why man should be up in their fields over that. And I'll tell you why.
Are they getting that check though?
No, of course they're getting that check because they're still 50s on the splits on everything. Yeah. Now I'll tell you why. Like, you see, sometimes it boils down to like input. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you see, if you work with somebody on something, yeah, it's very different to you sending them a beat. Yeah. Like 90% of the time, yeah, if a producer sends you a beat, he sent it to another MC. Yeah? 90% of the time, yeah? It's only professionals like yourselves that might not do that, that might have the sense about you to say, rah, no, this one I made and I think it suits him, and this is the guy that's going to be doing this, and it's not going nowhere else. I know Treble's got that sense. I know that. See, Treble's definitely got that sense. I know you got that sense.
Yeah, but you know, certain times you might send a man a beat.
No, but you do send them.
They don't take it, and you give it to someone else, and then they use it.
But this is why it happens, because sometimes a man might send a man a beat that he thinks he can work with, and he can't work with it, and then it's this back and forth which has created the situation that we face now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is, MC gets the beat, like rah, he labels it whatever, like rah. To be honest, some of these man, they don't have PRS, so there's no splits anyway. They don't know what this is.
But it's not just the artist, you know. Sometimes these media outlets, we got SBTV, because every time
they
you
make
upload
sure they
something, the producer, you see it in the title or in the description. Like, I can't say that. It's really not, fam. Because man want to big up their directors, credit their directors, but without the producer, you're skanking to a cappella.
There is no scene. Let's be real. Without the producer, there is no scene.
Let me agree with you on that point.
There's nothing.
Let me agree with you on that point. Yeah, that one I'm gonna agree with, simply for the fact, that like rah, you lot of platforms put everyone on, innit? Fuck it, like rah.
We are the music.
Like you lot on the platform, like credit everyone, innit? Make sure everyone gets a credit, just a simple credit. Yeah, simple. I can work with that. But with regards to like when an MC sends out a tune, that he's just been sent, he's taken to the studio, he's paid for to get vocaled, whatever. Like rah, producer, hold your mouth. That's it. That's it. Nothing more to be said on that.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. If you've got
like, if you send me a tune, and I take it, and I go and pay for the studio, I pay for the mix, and I pay for the master, because that's how man work. Man don't put out no edit music. The mix and the master's paid for. The mix and the master. So rah, if I pay for all of that, then rah, don't be vexed if you're just 50s on the PRS. That's it.
I hear that.
Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that though.
Say you're it's that time, but I'll just carry on anyway. Just say you're working with that, I get, because then you've put X amount of effort which you don't think the producer just press email, send it to you, and there's still stages to go. Some others are not like that. So then some others might actually be, I don't know, say for me example, if I send you a tune, T, it's like maybe, okay, distance, we live like, I'm east over there, and like you're south, northwest?
West.
Northwest or west. So then, it can happen, but I know distance is a factor,
but in London there's no distance.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Let's be real.
If I wanted to, like, I would say, come, look, you can record, come to mine and record. Like, I'm actually, hence why I don't send out as much.
Creative control.
I'm hands-on. Doesn't mean like, because it's this now, it's mine.
As the creator, as the producer, if you want creative control, you have to work like that.
You have to.
Timbaland doesn't send you beats, blood. You go to Timbaland's studio, and you're Jay-Z, and you're sitting there listening to beats.
And more MCs need to respect that though.
But this is the thing. A lot of these bedroom producers, like raw, they're in their mum's yard, they can't bring man. So like raw, when you send a man out a beat, and he has to pay for the studio, just be happy with it. That's it. But all right, listen.
We got continued on that.
Definitely.
Respect the producer.
Definitely respect the producer. Always. Definitely respect the producer, and if you can, credit producer, innit? Because I'm a man.
Credit the producer.
I'm a man that always. I'm an advocate of crediting the producer. But I do understand the man that pays for his thing, does his thing, and he doesn't credit the producer like in the title, but credits the producer in the fees anyway. But all right, listen.
And there's no industry about the producer. There's nothing.
There's nothing about the producer. That's it.
Nothing. There's no pioneers. There's no logic. There's nothing about the producer.
All right, let the man there have their producer plug. Producer plug. Producer plug. Producer plug. Producer plug. All right, now, but we're wrapping it up now. The Mixdown. Know what time it is.
Get your Beatboss merch. You get me. What's the website? Beatboss.com.
Coming soon. Google. Everything coming soon.
Treble,
look out for the
Hitman Tiga,
YouTube. You know what it is. Oh, hang on. Quick one. Rest in peace, Storming MC. Done. My brother, forever. I love you, my brother.